I'm about to share with you might seriously impact your grow, might seriously impact your life. Come on, let's get into it. Before we do, today's video is brought to you by Real Grow Lab. If you want to connect with the best growers from all over the world, get tips and tricks on how to grow the dankest plants possible, and not have to worry about the censorship we get from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Go check out realgrowlab.com. Get all kinds of great Grow Talk Q&A. Plus, see all the stuff YouTube won't let me show you in these videos. Sign up and join our growing community over at realgrowlab.com. Or download the app at the Apple or Android App Store. Now let's get back to today's video. Come on, Hasi, let's get into it.
Bro, you had an exciting weekend.
Yeah, no, it was lame, man. It wasn't exciting, all right? But Friday, I got a knock on my door from the DEA, from the Drug Enforcement Administration and the Northern Colorado Drug Task Force. Yeah, it kind of took me a little while to figure out what the hell they wanted. Everybody knows I grow 12 plants. I was kind of insulted. I guess they don't watch the show.
Yeah, you don't have like a big, massive grow.
No, I have a 6x12 grow, and I said to them right away, my whole goal here is to show you how to get a 2x4 tent or a couple 2x4 tents and not have to spend money at the dispensary.
But they didn't buy it.
I seen them twitch when I said it. Not have to spend money at the dispensary. That's how we make our taxes, man. And I was like, oh my God. At the end of days of thinking about it, I kind of figured it out, man. I figured out why they showed up.
Okay, so you got a visit from the DEA, and a couple of other strange coincidences happened as well.
Oh, man. Yeah. So you guys know, or probably most of y'all know, that I've been doing another grow show, the Dude Grow Show, for about 11 years. Hang out with my friend, the Dude, and we've been talking grow. We've been hopefully helping people grow and keep from having to go to the store and spend $60 or $70 an eighth. Man, I don't think they like that very much. Within a couple hours after they visited me, and I had a nice visit with them. Said hello, goodbye, I have nothing for you. My credit card processing gets shut down over at Dude Grows, or the credit card processing. We sell T-shirts.
And there's a community aspect. There's a membership aspect.
Oh, you're right, man. We sell T-shirts and memberships. I'm telling you, man, this is a concerted effort to break up the home grow community. And I think they think that if we're not home growing, then we'll have to go to the store to buy it. And they get their 25% taxes from it.
Okay, I would almost call you Alex Jones.
Right.
But that's not where it stops.
No, it's not. So then I go and take a look at all the videos we do. Any new video we do now is age-gated. So, it's getting out to a fraction of the people. What am I doing? I'm trying to show people how to grow. I'm trying to encourage people to grow their own so they don't have to go to the stores. It's really strange. Maybe a week, 10 days after the hemp bill, which, let's be honest, man, the hemp bill clears the slate for big business.
Okay, let's talk about that. The federal hemp bill that just passed, what's that all about?
You know what? I have to start paying more attention to politics. I never do. I think it's so polarizing. I was drinking my coffee this morning, and I was thinking about red light and blue light. And how blue light's a more excited wavelength, but it's less efficient. Red light's more mellow, but it's really powerful. You need them both. That's why they had metal halides and HPSs, man. That's why you would switch the two. So this is by no means political, but this hemp bill, I guess they tried to close the loopholes in the hemp bill. Mm-hmm. And there was a couple bad loopholes. It was a poorly written law. I'm not really mad that Delta 8 now, it would be cool if it was just regulated and cleaned up. But instead, what they did with all these other cannabinoids, all these unlicensed manufacturers, is they're closing them down, man. No more gas station CBD or Delta 8. No more THCA and THCO and stuff like that. All right, those were loopholes that were closed. So, I don't know. Initially, I wasn't mad about that.
But there is the economic theory of regulatory capture. As soon as you let the government start regulating what's bought and sold, the first thing that's bought and sold is the regulators.
There you go. Yeah, so I got the regulators showing up on my house. It was the Northern Drug Task Force and the DEA. And I have respect for cops, man. I want them out there keeping the streets clean. There's terrible people out there, man. I want them working on that. And I get it. If you got to go and try to set up the Sinaloa cartel on a Friday afternoon or come drive by Horsetooth Reservoir and visit old Scotty, yeah, you'll probably pick that. And I do got to say, both these cops could have been my neighbors, could have been friends. They were nice, regular people. The one cop was an electrician, a former electrician. Hopefully they did this so they could try to help people. So I don't want to diss on the cops. But I can't ignore the fact, I know they're trying here, but this new hemp law, it might seem on the surface they're cleaning everything up. They're really wiping out the competition. So in my opinion, these giant corporations can come on in, make some kind of commercial product, like Budweiser or Coors or Blue e-cigarettes. It's not a coincidence I'm mentioning those. All of those are huge investors in the cannabis industry. And like we were talking about before, because it's regulated, these giant companies are going to buy the regulators, or they're going to buy these other companies for pennies on the dollar, or they're going to just shove them out of business with new laws that are coming in. And what's that going to do? It's going to consolidate the market. It's going to make it look just like, I'll say, the beer market looks like. This isn't crazy. You can go to a store, and by the way, each one of these I'll mention is a major investor in cannabis. You go to Budweiser, right? They got a whole bunch of brands there. Then they just bought InBev, just bought New Belgium Brewery and all that stuff. Molson Coors, okay? They're heavily invested in it. All these, they want the THC beverages because you can put crap distillate in there for super cheap. Modelo, Corona Modelo, Constellation Brands. It's the number one selling beer in the country, man. I mean, these are giant corporations. They already have their lobbyists in place, alcohol lobbyists. Boy, the guy switches hat and says, hey, you know what? We have an alcohol drink. We also have a THC drink. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, you're sounding less like Alex Jones and you're making more sense. You were also talking about CRISPR technology and how that might be impacting the cannabis market soon, too.
Just technology in general, okay? You look at what happens in legal markets, like with seeds, right? First off, coincidentally, it's so weird, but you're not allowed to sell seeds anymore. If the seeds, they changed the hemp bill, so if the seed has the potential to grow a plant that is over 0.3% THC, well, that's illegal. You can't sell it anymore. Oh, man, you know what I read in the newspaper? They have CRISPR technology. They're GMOing, genetically modifying cannabis now. So you'll probably be able to get something, maybe it's with powdery mildew resistance. Maybe it grows purple buds. It probably won't be clonable, though.
Because cloning it will be a copyright infringement.
Either that or it'll have a Terminator gene in it, the same way they do with big ag. But yeah, it does look like they're up to the same giant big corporation tricks. And I can only wonder. I sat there just being like, what was that all about? What was that all about when they left? And it took me a couple days to think about it. And what it's all about is industry consolidation and them saying, hey, Scotty, go tell all your friends, man. We know that you do a show. We want you buying from the stores. Hey, y'all, I don't want to freak you out, but I did want to share with you what happened to me last week and some of my thoughts with regards to it. Just be careful. I mean, cannabis is becoming legal. We're a lot of places allowed to grow a few plants. I never in a million years would have thought the DEA would come and want to count my plants. So it's a bit crazy. So let's just follow some best practices. I know cannabis is legal. If you're over your plant count, don't show it on the internet. How about that to start off with, right?
Don't go over your plant count in general.
Yes. All right. How about that, man? And just know your local laws. Don't get caught slipping, And one last tip, and this is something I'm guilty of. I got to be a little bit less loud and proud because I didn't even run a carbon filter. I was thinking, my girl's going good, man. I was thinking up the neighborhood. And so they showed up. And, if just the code enforcement, by the way, he called me yesterday, nice as hell guy. He asked me if I'd get a carbon filter. I said yes, and we're great, you know? If they just didn't try to intimidate me by bringing the DEA and immediately accusing me of being a drug dealer. That same day, they found in an empty storage locker about 100 miles from me, 1.7 million fentanyl pills that were abandoned.
Oh, man.
Just left in a storage locker where a guy bought it for $50 and goes, what the hell? It was one of 12 lockers that some Sinaloa cartel guy had. Come on, what are we doing? It's the Drug Enforcement Agency. I'd rather you do that than go after somebody that is growing the same thing that you can buy at the store. And by the way, if you steal it from the store, they call the cops. I mean, what kind of hypocrisy is that? I believe that's the definition. I'm gonna write it in the dictionary under hypocrisy. Hey, but that's just me. I can't help but be a little conspiratorial minded. But what do you think? Do you think the cops are protecting giant corporate cannabis? Are they going to allow us place for home grows? Come on, let me know in the comments. If you dug this video, come on, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, share this video with another grower you know, and check out the other couple videos YouTube's recommending. I probably won't be so hot in them.